Was Hogwarts Legacy overrated? With hundreds of thousands of positive Steam reviews, 34 million copies sold, making it the 30th most sold game of all time, and Warner Bros.' most successful game of all time. So, how could Hogwarts Legacy possibly be overrated? And should you still buy it nearly 3 years after release? So, let's start with why the game was so successful. Hogwarts Legacy was the first ever major AAA Harry Potter game, and Harry Potter is one of the most popular franchises of all time, so this game already had millions of guaranteed sales before the game even released, as well as positive bias from most Harry Potter fans. So did the game live up to the hype? Well, let's go over the major pros. The first one being that you can freely explore the entirety of Hogwarts. No loading screens, going through doors to different areas, just seamless travel throughout the whole castle. You can visit almost all the areas in Hogwarts that you see in the movies as well, and it's incredible how accurate the game is to the movies. From the Great Hall to the Defense Against the Dark Arts classroom and everything in between, it's all in the game. You can go to the common rooms of your respective house, you can chill in the courtyard, you can even walk across the iconic bridge that we all know. And that's only Hogwarts. You can go to Hogsmeade Station, loads of other places, but I think you get the point I'm making here. If you're obsessed with Harry Potter, you're gonna love this game no matter what. There are tons of side quests to do, whether it be helping out a student in Hogwarts or a shop owner in Hogsmeade. These side quests combined with the main story means the game won't just be a measly 20-hour playthrough. It took me personally around 65 hours of playing time to complete the game. Now, those are some pretty impressive numbers because most games take around 20 to 30 hours. So Hogwarts Legacy will keep you occupied for a good amount of time, and with the combination of the amazing graphics and the movie accuracy, it genuinely makes you feel like you are a part of the Harry Potter world. Now, despite the absurd amount of copies sold, the hundreds and thousands of positive reviews, and Hogwarts Legacy being Warner Bros.' most successful game of all time, it didn't even get nominated for Game of the Year. This outraged loads of people, but there was good reason as to why it didn't get nominated. See, what makes a good single-player story game isn't accuracy and attention to detail when making the map. Surprisingly enough, it's the story. That, alongside some other aspects of the game, is why it fell short of a Game of the Year nomination. Let's start with one of the main features in the game, the spell casting. You get a wide variety of different spells, almost all of which are used in the Harry Potter series, and that's really cool, but it gets boring really quickly. After playing the game for long enough, you're going to find yourself using the same 4 spells in every fight over and over again. The combat gets really repetitive, and eventually every fight just feels the same. Spamming your basic attack, using a spell after it recharges, and blocking incoming attacks with an incredibly easy block mechanic. Not to mention, you can just brew tons of healing potions, making fights infinitely easier. After unlocking all of your attack spells, the combat just becomes way too dull, easy, and repetitive. And if you somehow manage to die, it doesn't even matter, because you just respawn at your last checkpoint, and you lose nothing. There are literally no setbacks from dying. Honestly, the worst thing that can happen in this game is that the game doesn't save and somehow you have to repeat the already repetitive gameplay. Now, I'm gonna go over my biggest issue with the game, which in my opinion was also the main reason it didn't get nominated for Game of the Year, which was the story. It genuinely makes me mad how basic the story is. I can't really go too in depth on this because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't played the game, but it genuinely sucks. It felt like it was written by AI. Warner Bros. Went all out on Hogwarts and the map, but put no effort into the story. I mean, if you consider some of the other story-driven games released by Warner Bros., especially the Batman games, then you would think that getting a good story out wouldn't have been a problem for them. But unfortunately, I have to say, I'm very disappointed with the story. When I was about 50 hours into the game, I'd already explored Hogwarts and Hogsmeade and done a bunch of side quests and played about 2/3 of the story, but I got so bored that I just stopped playing the game entirely. There was no motivation to want to know what happens next in the story and how it ends. That's a telltale sign of a pretty bad story. With core features of the game being super repetitive and a boring story, I'm not surprised whatsoever that Hogwarts Legacy didn't get nominated for Game of the Year. So with mediocre gameplay and a below-average story, what on earth made this game so popular and why do so many people love it? Because this game makes you feel like you're in the Harry Potter world, and that's what most people wanted from the game, and it delivered. The truth is that majority of people who liked the game probably would have liked it just as much if there was no story and it was just a super movie accurate Harry Potter free roam game. In other words, all the devs needed to do was get the map right and then just piggyback off of the success of the Harry Potter books and movies. Now, is that necessarily a bad thing? No, and it's still a pretty decent game. So, before I give my final verdict on what I think of Hogwarts Legacy and whether or not it is overrated, I just want to say that this is my opinion, and you don't have to agree with it whatsoever, and that's completely fine. And feel free to voice your own opinion in the comments, because I would love to read what you guys also think of the game. But, anyways, I believe Hogwarts Legacy is very overrated. If you're a diehard Harry Potter fan, you're probably gonna love it, but for everyone else, I don't think it's really worth it, unless of course it's on sale, and if you're watching this around October 2025, that means the game is currently 85% off, so I would actually recommend buying it right now because it's super cheap. But if you have to pay full price, then I can only really recommend it if you really are obsessed with Harry Potter. Once again, this is just my opinion, and you don't have to agree with it, you didn't even have to listen to it, but for everyone who did stay and listen to the end, I would appreciate a like if you did find this video interesting and engaging, and if you want to see more videos like it, then a subscribe would be much appreciated. And of course, comment your own opinion on the game, and I would love to read through what you guys think as well.